Imagine walking into suburban basement and finding over 100 human skulls staring back at you, some hanging from the ceiling like twisted decorations. What kind of person does that? That's exactly what cops uncovered in Pennsylvania just days ago, in a case that's got everyone asking, how far did this guy go and why? But let's not jump ahead, because this story builds layer by layer, from sneaky cemetery break-ins to a home-turned-horror show. The man's name is Jonathan Christian Gerlach. He's 34 years old, and he lives in Ephrata, Pennsylvania, a small town in Lancaster County, on the 100 block of Washington Avenue, about 70 miles from the crime scenes. Ephrata's that kind of place, quiet, historic, the last spot you'd expect a real-life body snatcher. Gerlach wasn't always on the radar for something this wild. Before this, he had a minor rap sheet, nothing screaming grave robber. Back in November 2025, right around Halloween, he got pinched for shoplifting tools from a hardware store. A headlamp, glow sticks, drill bits, stuff that, looking back, screams perfect for nighttime digging. No big deal at the time, just a misdemeanor. But cops now say those tools matched what he'd use later. Fast forward a bit. By December 2025, whispers start circulating. A family friend tips off Lancaster City Police. They've seen a partially decomposed corpse straight up hanging in Gerlach's basement. Witnesses were too scared to report it right away. Can you blame them? The tip mentions he might have been in Chicago selling a human skull, hinting at something bigger. But police hold off building their case, because the real action's happening elsewhere. Enter Mount Moriah Cemetery, a massive, historic graveyard from 1855, straddling Yeadon Borough in Delaware County and Philadelphia. This place is huge, 200 acres, home to Civil War vets. Even Betsy Ross was buried there once before they moved her. It's got old mausoleums, underground vaults sealed with stone and marble, perfect for long-forgotten burials. Starting early November 2025, around Halloween, break-ins hit hard. At least 26 mausoleums and vaults targeted. Thieves rappelling down, prying open slabs with crowbars, dropping 10-12 feet into chambers. They're not just vandalizing, they're yanking out remains, skulls, bones, mummified parts, even jewelry from graves over 100-200 years old. Some bodies so old they're from the 1800s. Others more recent, like one with a pacemaker still attached. Cops spot a pattern fast. License plate readers flag Gerlach's Toyota RAV4 showing up multiple times near the cemetery. His phone pings there 6 times between Halloween and Christmas Eve. They're onto him, but they wait for the right moment. January 6, 2026, around 8 p.m., surveillance pays off. Detectives watch from the shadows in the Philly side of the cemetery. On Cemetery and Chester Avenues, Gerlach's RAV4 pulls up. Bones and skulls visible right in the back seat, no hiding it. Then he emerges from the grounds, lugging a burlap bag, crowbar, and other tools. Boom, arrested on the spot. Inside the bag, mummified remains of 2 small children, 3 skulls, loose bones. Gerlach spills quick, admits stealing about 30 sets from Mount Moriah, even points out exact graves he hit, explaining how he forced open the vaults. But that's just the start. Cops get warrants the next day, January 7th. Raid his Ephrata home. Basement's a nightmare. Over 100 full or partial sets of human remains, skulls lined on shelves, long bones stacked, mummified hands and feet, 2 decomposing torsos. Some pieced together like puzzles, others hanging from the ceiling. Remains range from ancient skeletons to possible infants, in various decay states. Then the storage unit on East Main Street, 8 more sets, plus ashes and stolen grave jewelry. Total haul, well over 100, possibly from Mount Moriah and other spots, like links to robberies in Luzerne County. Why Gerlach is deep in online weirdness. He's in a Facebook group called Human Bones and Skull Selling Group, tagged in posts holding skulls. One shout-out thanks him for a human skin bag. He admits selling some remains online, maybe via Cash App or other platforms. Most he kept hoarded at home. His Instagram handle, DeadShitDaddy, fitting right. Authorities call it a horror movie come to life. Yeadon Police Chief Henry Jamarco, with 30 years on the job, says it's the most horrific scene he's ever witnessed. Delaware County DA Tanner Rouse announces over 500 charges, actually 574 total. Breakdown: 26 counts burglary, 26 criminal trespass, 100 plus abuse of corpse, 100 theft by unlawful taking, 100 receiving stolen property, plus desecration of venerated objects, public monuments, historic burial places. No attorney listed yet. Gerlach is held at George W. Hill Correctional Facility on $1 million cash bail. Preliminary hearing, January 20th, 2026. Investigations ongoing. Hiding remains via forensics. Notifying families heartbreaking. One relative asked, "How would he feel if I dug up his mother?" Checking for more sales or connections. Was this a solo gig? Motive beyond selling, mental health angle. We don't know yet, but it's shaking communities. Desecrating sacred sites, exploiting the dead. Here are the key images from the case. His mugshot and portraits released by authorities. And shots of the disturbed graves at Mount Moriah. Broken mausoleums from the robberies. No cap, this is one of the wildest true crime stories of 2026 already. And it's only January. What do you think drove him? Collector, seller, something darker? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Did this freak you out? Or got theories? Smash like, subscribe for more real-life stories. Stay safe.